Hello, hi, Demetra. Okay, so I have been whew, on and off thinking about like the different possibilities of my situation again, like far as where I'm at and who I am, and the possibilities are endless. As in, like, I know so many other people are in different situations too, and y'all probably like, oh, I'm this person, or this person is actually my brother, my sister, my dad, and it's like, oh, or maybe it could be this way. And then you start, you got facts, from the different events that are happening or that has happened. And everything is like lining up. But then it still be another possibility. Oh, well, it could be this. And then the same facts were still lining up. So that's why I'm like, I'm back at it again. I'm like, it's like so many different possibilities based on the facts of like where I'm at, who I am. Like, okay, for instance, just the main reason why I'm making this video is because like a scenario came up, another one that I've been thought about plenty of times, when I'm like, okay, I'm like the maiden. I'm like the innocent young woman who is very special, who's like a diamond in the rough. I think that's the word, like the precious jewel, like the one that stands out, that people like overlook, but is like very special about the person, about me. So like I said, all this would be like in different movies and different shows and different like short story movies and clips and stuff like that. Like that's coming. You know how like people make movies and different things, and everybody in a movie now, things is like being played out now. But anyways, what I'm saying is like, okay. Okay, so say I'm the maiden and like undercover I'm like a princess, but that's like undercover-ish. Okay, so I'm like this maiden, and then this prince, I'm not even going to say a king, I'm gonna say a prince came to where I'm at, you know and just say Maryland to keep it simple. Prince came to where I'm at in Maryland, and this prince was far away, from another country, another land, whatever. But this prince was far away, and so everybody know him as the prince in his country, like the movie Coming to America. So when this prince came to Maryland, like the people in Maryland, most of the people didn't even know who he was. They were just like, he's a regular guy. But of course, again, like in the movie Coming to America, when people recognized Hakeem when he was at the basketball game, or what game was he in, basketball or football, whatever event that he was at, and he went to the bathroom, and then people, two dudes recognized him, was like, hey, you're the prince you from his country. I about to say Ugandan. Ugandan. I can't remember where he was from. But basically, when the prince came to Maryland, like I said, a few handful of people knew who he was, but he still was like standoffish. Like, I don't want people to know who like I am, because you know how like a lot of people will only gravitate to you because of your success, or because of what you can offer, like financially, gain, that aspect of it. So it's like, let me just stay undercover, because I don't want people to be drawn to me, because they know that I can bless them with so much stuff, and I'm wealthy. I'm like past rich. I'm wealthy. I don't even have to touch money, but I have to blend in, because I just got to blend in. I can't be flossing money. I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to, go through some struggles, but of course, overcome it, all that kind of stuff. I got to blend in with the regular folk, here in Maryland. This is the Prince now. So, and of course, he had like his entourage with him that's like undercover too. Like they had to blend in as well. Like they couldn't, be having floss and all these Rolex watches and stuff like that while they around him. Because people be like, you hang around with them people that got all that money or look like they got all that money, but you working a 9 to 5 and yada, like his crew, everybody that came with him had to participate in the undercover mission of blending in, you know. So, anyways, the prince came to Maryland undercover, stopped blending in, working yada 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 to find or to locate or just see can he find his true mate, the person who he's supposed to be with. So, me, not knowing who I'm in Maryland, not knowing who this prince is or anything, I'm just a regular person, treat people regular, how I want to be treated, yada yada yada. I feel like I got a glow on my nose. But anyway, street people, good. I'm a regular person, fine, cool, hi, how you doing? Stuff like that. So anyways, me and this prince, not knowing that he was a prince, came, we crossed paths with each other. We crossed paths with each other, say we was co-workers, we was friends, and something happened, so we wasn't working together anymore, but we still remain in contact, and then we started dating and this and that. So during this whole time, and I'm gonna say like the prince, when he came to Maryland, he didn't like automatically like bump into me. Like he been in Maryland, on Earth, or in the United States, whatever, for like years. Like testing the waters, seeing different females, like, saying, no, I don't like that kind of female. Oh, yeah, I do like that female. Oh, I prefer this kind of female with this kind of height because based on my experiences, like he was experiencing things. The prince was experiencing different things and working at different places, like to blend in, So finally, boom, me and him, we crossed paths. And that's when he's like, there's something about you. There's something about Demetra. There's something about you that you just stand out. Like, like it's like a magnet, like after the connection happened. So anyways, started dating. Say me and the prince started dating and stuff like that. And still he's like undercover, but still like successful, but got to keep it low key, like blending in still, blending in still. Pretend be going through struggles, I'll be like pretend because really don't have to go through it, but have to go through it to experience it. I don't know, I can't explain it. Like say somebody don't like the movie The Scene in Coming to America when the dad was like, my son works. The king, when he seen Hakeem picture and it was like employee of the month. And the king was like, what? My son works. Who, so he was just like, what? My son works? Like, my son don't supposed to be working. But Hakeem had to experience the human experience. Like, he had to experience, having a boss or, cleaning toilets, picking up trash, customer service, customer, experiences. Um, Getting yelled at by people, but he just took it as like an experience. He wasn't upset, he wasn't mad, he just took it as like, wow, like this is a good experience. I know I'm good, I'm safe, I don't have no problems, no worries or whatever, stuff like that. So it's like going through experiences that technically you don't have to go through, but you need to go through so you can relate. You can relate to the other people who went through it. If that makes sense. Like say somebody who Hakeem, for instance, the movie, like he didn't have to work. He chose to work so he can experience what the other people experiences, in New York or in human life or whatever. So that's how I be thinking. Like the prince, like he didn't have to work. He didn't have to like, oh yeah, I lost my car because, I couldn't pay my car note or this and that or whatever. It's like, you got money, you could have just bought that car. But he had to like blend in and be like, well, damn, I gotta like get my car taken, gotta get like repoed. I gotta go through this. I gotta go through the feeling so I can relate and I can know how other people are feeling, be relatable. So, anyways, getting back to the story. So, me and the prince, we dated and this and that or whatever for months, for years, whatever. So, we end up splitting apart. But the thing is, once we split apart, now it's like, um, what's the word? Not tame. What is that word that they use when you pinpoint something and it's yours now? They said the word on the vampire, like Breaking Dawn. It's like you've been marked. You've been like when somebody likes you and then they put their mark on you, so like you already been clean. I forgot what they used, but it was like that vampire movie. There are a couple of them like Breaking Dawn, Breaking Dust, Breaking. About to say Breaking Bad, but that vampire movie with like the werewolf imprinted. That's what it was, imprinted. So I'm like, I feel as though I've been imprinted on, which is fine. So like I'm already clean, and even before I came here on earth, like probably many of you have already been imprinted on, meaning you already been clean by the person y'all supposed to be with, you know. And coming from a female, like I'm not saying that I printed on a man, but most likely a man imprinted on me, and I accepted it. So where I'm at now is I feel as though like my situation now. When I'm just like, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I feel like, how like them princesses, they be locked away in towers, like away from the public, view or just energy kind of sort of. So like these princesses, Fiona and Shrek, she was like locked up in a princess locked away in a tower guarded by a dragon. Who else? The lady with the long hair, Rapunzel. She was up in a high tower, away from the public. Who else was Cinderella? Cinderella was way up in the attic, away from the public. These princesses, like they stayed to themselves, by themselves, either forcefully or just willingly, or something. But they was like put away for nobody else can see them really. So like no outsiders, really could see them or whatever. So I'm like a stay-at-home mom. Well, I am a stay-at-home mom. I cook, I clean. Don't have no problem with doing that. But right now, I'm like, I need a break. Like, you know, come on now. Where my? But I'm just like I said, I don't mind cooking and cleaning. But I'm just like, can I get a break? Can I get a rest? Like, can I relax now? Come on, people. Like, okay. So I'm not like in a high rise apartment building or like tower being locked away from people, but I am like in hermit mode, kind of sort of. I stay to myself. I really be in the house. Me and my daughter, we go walking around, we go to the playground, different things to do, go to the grocery store, go to the laundromat, stuff like that. But far as like me working, like I'm not around people how I used to be when I was out in the working field, and I'm not complaining. Don't be like, oh, she want to go back to work. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not in that kind of way. But as far as me, what time is it? 11:15. Okay, I got like 5 minutes. It's 11:15. I got 5 minutes. My one of my daughter's teachers is here. Um, so what was I saying? So it's like me me being cleaned or me being like imprinted on, it's like, okay, she's off the market, like in a way, spiritually and maybe physically, I'm off the market, so she don't need to be interacting with the opposite sex. Like that's basically what I get. Like I'm just like not supposed to be interacting with opposite sex, like with other men, like co-workers, and even the females, because like a lot of poppy people energy is just probably effed up. So it's more so like, okay, Demetra, you did your time with working. You've been working since you were 15 years old. No, when you came here, you've been working since 15. You've been around a lot of people energies. And in the past couple of years, yeah, you experienced a lot of different things. And man, my whole work, the last place that I worked at, man, everything is like so freaking coded. Like, I'm gonna make another video on that because, like I said, I only got like 4 or 5 minutes left. But yeah, like my jobs, the places that I work, like of course during that time while you in it, you don't see it. But years later, when you reflect on the different places, like well for me, when I reflect on the different places that I worked at throughout my job history, I'm just like, oh my goodness, that's why I worked there, or that's why my coworker was that, or that's why I met that person, or oh my goodness, it's like puzzle pieces and things start connecting. You start realizing, different things about yourself and the reasons, the ups and downs, why you had to be put in different situations and why you had to work at that location and all that stuff. But anyways, so basically getting back to like the princesses. Our princesses be like away from the public, and that's kind of how I am. I'm away from the public. Yes, I don't mind being around the public, but I do like to go out in public and then come back in, like I don't want to like lollygag and this and that or whatever, not right now. Not right now. But I don't mind, talking to people. Not like I go out and I just be keeping my mouth closed and don't say nothing to anybody. Like I communicate, if people communicate with me, fine, absolutely. So getting back to the whole Prince thing, I feel as though like, and I know the guy, but I feel as though like, okay, he's like, we're together regardless if we not physical, whatever. We're together, but right now you have to be kept away. You have to be kept away during this time. And then when you come out, a major big celebration and just everything, the goodness will happen. But right now you guard it. Like, I have to mind you, this is the prince talking. Like he's telling like people all around, like keep an eye out on her, like watch her. Well, we don't want her to work. We don't want her to be around other guys who can possibly influence her, or other women who can possibly influence her to go down another path or go down the wrong path, or just hold up the process. So she can't be around too many people. Let her be a stay-at-home mom. Okay, cool. But she needs to be supported. Like how she's gonna, be doing this to be a stay-at-home mom. Okay, her daughter's dad. Let him keep an eye on her. Let him like just quote unquote monitor her in a sense, in a way. Even like these people in my building, like we got cameras and stuff like that. And then like my neighbors, even man, I just feel like I'm being watched in like a good way. As far as like being like the king, the prince sent like his people to like watch me. Like if I go walking, like I said, we ran the people walking on the street, and I'm like, where that person come from? Like, I see them walking, I just get the feeling like, oh, okay, even somebody jumped into them physically, that's like the guard's eyes, like monitoring me, like making sure that I'm good, like I don't trip, like no car don't jump the curve, or just something. So I don't take it as like a bad thing. I don't be like, oh my goodness, people's watching me, I'm paranoid, why everybody gotta be watching me, and this, like, no, I take it as like, okay, y'all know that what's the word? I ain't gonna say royalty. I mean, I am royalty. Worth. Like, I take it as like good. I'm worth being watched. You know. Hey, well, that's all I'm saying for this because I gotta get ready to go in the living room. It's 11:20. She leaves at 11:30. So, I mean, yeah. So I know I probably rambled on most of this video, but I might come back and finish talking about it if I'm not finished talking about it. But yeah, but at this point, like I said, this is a different scenario. Mind you, it's a whole lot of different possibilities. Like, but this is one of the ways I'm looking at it. Like, I'm guarded, I'm already taken, I'm secure, I'm in a tower, secluded, I'm in hermit mode, I've been imprinted on, I am with someone, who just gotta have me up and away from the public until the wedding or the big reveal is here. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but all right. That's it for now. Probably another video later, most likely. Who knows? But all right.